What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and to another update of our financial goal tracking, our annual financial goal tracking. I am not on camera today again. I've told you guys before I'm not feeling well because I'm pregnant, so some videos when I feel up to it I'm getting on camera, and other ones I'm just showing you my beautiful spreadsheets, which are fun to look at too. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Let's jump into it. This is my annual financial goal tracking spreadsheet, and so here's kind of an overview of it. So every single month I put in our numbers for the different categories, which are income, retirement slash savings slash investing, debt, and then expenses, which includes taxes. And then finally at the bottom, it shows the percent that's going to debt and savings versus the percent going to expenses. So we see how much is actually going towards financial goals and financial progress versus how much we are spending during the month. So let's hide these columns because it'll be easier to look at, and we can just look at this month. So we are in November. We are really getting close to the end of the year, and so we are pushing really hard to meet our financial goals. I've talked about this before, but just starting off with our income. Our income, we are falling behind, and I kind of expected that. I didn't think we would hit our income goal, but we are still adding up to a pretty large income number for this year. It'll be the highest income we've ever had as a household. We're going to break 200,000, which is really exciting. So this month we made $11,360 gross, and so year to date we're at $197,781 on our goal of $225,000. So we are 88% of the way to our goal. Next, for retirement and savings, we contributed to my husband's 401k this month, $1,500. So we have contributed $17,250 to his 401k. We are aiming to max it out, which the current max is $19,500. I think it did go up for next year for 2022. But anyway, so this is the max for this year, and that'll be the first time we're maxing out his 401k. And we are also 88% of the way to that goal. So it looks like we're a little bit behind because right now we are 92% of the way through the year. So that's kind of like what we're aiming to be at, 92% of the way to all these goals this month. But December is a 3 paycheck month for my husband, so he will be making contributions of $2,250, so we should hit that $19,500. My Roth IRA and HSA have both been maxed out for what we're allowed to contribute this year, and my daughter's 529, we contributed $25 this month, so we are at $1,825 on a goal of $2,500, so we are 73% of the way to our goal. This one is another one that we are probably not going to hit this year, but that's okay because still she's only 2, and putting almost $2,000 towards her 529 I think is great. And this is why I like to set high goals, because I'd rather push ourselves and fall up short but still end up making great progress than set low goals and then not really push ourselves. So I'm still really happy with where we're at with her 529. Next, for my brokerage account, this was a really big month for brokerage. I shared in my budget recap for November that I had a lot of referrals from you guys for M1 Finance and Acorns, and so most of this is referral bonuses. So thank you guys so much for using my referral link. If you ever want to sign up for either of those investment accounts, the links are always in the video description. Right now, M1 Finance has a $50 bonus when you sign up, so we each get $50 when you sign up, and then Acorns has its usual $5 sign-up bonus. So year to date, we are at $2,920 for investments into our brokerage accounts, and the goal was only $2,400, so we have well exceeded that goal. So that's really exciting to see. And then finally, our emergency fund is as funded as we are going to make it for now, so that's 100% completed. So total for retirement and savings this month, we contributed $2,205, and year to date we're at $36,195 on a goal of $38,600. So when I set that $38,600 goal, it felt so big. I didn't know how we were going to do it, and then especially when I quit my full-time job mid-year, I just didn't think it was going to be anywhere near possible, but it just goes to show that consistent progress over time really adds up, and so we are going to probably hit that, if not get very close to hitting that this year. Actually, I think we're going to hit it, because even though we are behind on my daughter's 529, we're ahead on the brokerage contributions. So right now we are at 94% of goal, and we really only need to be at like 92%. So yeah, that's on track to exceed our total retirement and savings goals. Next, to the debt section. So my husband's undergrad loan is paid off, and then for his grad loan, Actually, I think this is wrong. Oh no, this is right. Okay, so minimum payments that were due was $147, and then I paid like an extra payment, I think of $200, so that's down in this extra payment section. But for minimum payments, it was only $147 because we refinanced this month. And this is the third, I believe, or no, maybe fourth time we refinanced the student loans. They were federal loans, we refinanced to private loans, and then we keep refinancing because we keep getting an opportunity to get a lower interest rate, and we get a cash bonus every time we refinance. So obviously, if you have federal student loans, it's a big decision to refinance and go private, so don't take that decision lightly. But if you do decide to go that route, or if you already have private loans and you're looking for a better rate, I'll put the link for SoFi in the video description as well. You get a $300 cash bonus when you refinance, and they will rate match any other lender. So if you can just find the lender with the lowest rate and take a screenshot of it and email that to them with your application, then they'll match it, plus they'll give you $300 for refinancing. So I really like SoFi. We've used them a bunch and I've just had a great experience. So that link will be in the video description. So I did actually update this because we refinanced, so I switched the numbers around slightly. The total for debt for the year is still the same number, but I moved some of the numbers around from between extra payments and my husband's total because his payment went down. So it doesn't really matter. But basically, we are on track. We've paid $8,734 in minimum payments towards his student loans this year on a goal of $9,564. So we are 91% of the way to the goal. He just got one more payment in December, and then we will be at 100% of goal, making all our minimum payments this year, which I feel like I gloss over that too much. Like, the fact that we're making all of our minimum payments is something really to celebrate, especially when we have such large student loans and such large payments. Like, that's something we really should pat ourselves on the back for. Okay, and then for my graduate school student loan, my minimum payment is $1,882. We have paid $19,586 this year on a goal of $21,468. So also we're 91% of the way towards making all our minimum payments on my graduate school student loan. Next, our home equity line of credit. We paid the minimum of $75 this month and some extra payments, but that was listed down here. So just for minimum payments, we did pay our minimum payment. So we paid $825 in minimum payments on a goal of $900, which is 92% of the way there. And I talked a little bit about this in my debt payoff update, but I have a video going up in like a week or so that I'm going to be talking about an idea to get this paid off a little bit faster, or not a little bit faster, a lot faster, and kind of talk through the pros and cons with you guys, because I'm just so tired of this home equity line of credit and I kind of want to get back to focusing on the student loans. And then finally, for extra payments, we paid $865 in extra payments this month. $17,452 is our total in extra payments for the year, and we only had a goal of $16,882, so we are over 100% of the way there for extra payments. So total to debt this month, we paid $2,969. Total this year, we've paid $49,183. Just looking at that number, I just think to myself, what all we could do with that money if it wasn't going to debt. $50,000. Over $50,000 by the end of the year we'll have paid towards the debt, and I just so look forward to the day where we don't have such a large chunk of money going towards debt and we can put it towards investing or just family vacations and other fun things. So we are 96% of the way to our debt goals. So really we're doing very well on our goals. You know, like I said, the income goal, we're a little bit behind, but that's just not really something we can totally control because I had estimated how much I was going to make from YouTube, and it's been a little slower than I thought, although it has been pretty good, just not quite as good as I had hoped for, which is fine. You know, starting a new business or growing a business takes time. And then for retirement and savings goals and debt goals, we are on a little bit ahead still. So I am totally happy with our progress. Even though our income is behind, we still kept up with all our financial goals. And then finally, for expenses, this month we had expenses of $6,186. And so 46% of our money went towards debt and savings this month, and 54% went towards expenses. So for the year, we're at 43% to savings and debt and 57% to expenses. So we are ahead of our goal of 40% or more going to savings and debt and 60% or less going towards expenses. Oh, and I forgot to say our total expenses year to date so far, including taxes, is $112,403, and our goal is to keep it under $135,000. So we are only 83% of the way there. So as long as as we stay under 100%, we'll have met that goal. And if we can stay enough under that goal, then we have extra to put towards our other financial goals. So you can tell that's really how we're able to still meet these goals, is because even though our income is behind, we've spent less of our income than we had expected we would spend. So that allowed us to keep up or even stay ahead of our financial goals, which is pretty nice to kind of just see it all laid out visually like that. So year to date, we're at $85,378 that we've put towards financial goals, which is just like, I just can't even believe how much progress we've made when only a couple years ago, like I think back to when my daughter was born in May of 2019, we were in such bad financial shape and our debt was going up every single month and we were using credit cards constantly and paying tons of interest on high interest debt, and our student loans were going up. And now, just a couple years later, so much has changed and we've been able to make so much progress. And I just think back to, like, at that point, I think we had 2 car payments, and that was kind of the turning point for us, really, I think, was when we got our cars paid off, because then that freed up an extra $1,000 a month. And then a few months later, we each got a raise, and so it was such a big financial swing that all of a sudden we had this extra money, and so we took advantage of that opportunity and we started getting in the habit of putting everything extra towards financial progress. And now we're at the point where we put $85,000 this year towards our financial goals. So I'm just really, really happy with where we're at as we head into the last month of the year. I'm hoping to finish this year strong and see where we end up percentage-wise on all these goals, and hopefully we hit almost all of them. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you like this spreadsheet, it is available for purchase in my Etsy shop, which I will link in the video description. It comes with a detailed video tutorial along with me every single month showing you how our family uses it. So if you want to fill out your spreadsheet every month along with me and get some, financial progress motivation from my videos, then I'm on here every single month talking about our own numbers for our family. Also, this spreadsheet is in a bundle with my other spreadsheets, my budget spreadsheet and my debt payoff spreadsheet. So if you want to get the bundle, you can get all the spreadsheets and get a discount on each of them because it's slightly lower per spreadsheet if you get the bundle. So yeah, I'll link all that in the video description. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, as always, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and I will talk to you soon in my next video. Bye!